I moved to the Castro in 1979. Within a few months, I saw that several guys had noticeable splotches on their skin. I learned about the gay disease GRID and that several acquaintances and friends were suffering from the disease. People were afraid. It was a mystery as people quickly became very ill and died after being diagnosed with GRID. I spent my time trying to locate my friends. Whatever time of day they called, I would go to their homes and do whatever was necessary. Prepare a meal. I would change their beds. I wanted them to feel like somebody cared about them. People I knew would just disappear from one week to the other. I simply didn't know how to cope with the overall consequences. I became very quiet, very private. In 1987, I suffered a bout of pneumonia. The doctor ordered an HIV test, which I knew was going to be positive. He prescribed the original version of the drug Cysteva. I'd seen too many friends turn gray and suffer terribly before they died. I opened the box, which contained prescribed medication. I looked at the pills, and I tossed them to the back of my closet. I had a good rapport with one of the doctors at the HIV clinic. He had seen me several times. One day he came into the exam room and began my visit by asking me about my heroin addiction. I had never been addicted to heroin, and I never went back to him. When I got a new doctor, the first thing he did was sit down beside me. He held both of my hands and stated that we didn't have to start with HIV. He asked me how I felt about my overall health conditions and how and when I wanted to proceed with my health care. Some 28 months later, he asked me if I was ready to start an HIV medication regimen. The decision I made was both personal and solemn. I agreed to begin a regimen of HIV drugs, a commitment that saved my life.